When President Trump first got elected, he sent the Secret Service on me. He sent the Secret Service at me. All right. He sent the Secret Service because I was riding around with that head in the truck. All right. I was riding around with his head in my truck. So I'm going to do it again. Matter of fact, I'm doing it again. This is through the legal lens. And I'm showing you how President Trump has created slavery in the 24th century. You know what I'm saying? And then modern day slavery. You had Birth of a Nation was a movie they made in 1925. Well, President Trump took Birth of a Nation and he just did it again. That's the United States Constitution. Like I said, through the lens. That's the First Amendment. That gives me a right of freedom of speech, freedom of assembly to approach my elected officials, and President Trump is my elected officials. That's Emmett Till, all right? I'm from Chicago, and Emmett Till taught me how to treat white people, how to defend myself. I'm not Emmett Till. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. And then I was locked up again in Maryland for putting a toilet in front of the courthouse talking about my freedom and talking about my property. That's the Black Chronicles. That's the history of being black in America. And that's Mayor Schaefer, all right? That's Kirk Smoke. I mean, that was Mayor Smoke when I started this, all right? Ask Mayor Smoke about me. We're going to go to court about this. Dred Scott, 2025. We're going to go with a jailhouse diary, like Martin Luther King letters from a Birmingham jail. This is to prove I was making a movie about your prison industry and judicial system, and I used the toilet to do it. Mainstream media knowingly lied to the public. That's Shorty's Underground Rib Shack, like Harriet Tubman. I free a lot more if you knew you were slaves. I opened up Shorty's Underground in 1997, and all I did is made a documentary out of it. Don't gamble with your freedom. That's Richard McFeely of the Baltimore FBI. That's Ivan Bates, State's Attorney, Ivan Bates. That's David Smith from TV Hill. And that's the Civil Rights Division, Mr. Kapelhoff. You feel me? I got everything I need documented. We talking about slavery in the 21st century. Slavery then and slavery now. Slavery under President Trump's administration. This is through the legal lens. If you go to Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts, ask to see my paperwork that I submitted to them. Get everything I gave them, all right? It's on a storyboard, and we're going to tell a story about Shorty. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, I got a freedom of speech, and my speech is the toilet. That toilet tells the truth about America. You treat us like shit. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and our black community is the cash crop. So Ivan Bates, College of Notre Dame professor, assistant professor of art and history, Richard McFeely from the FBI. Don't gamble with your future. I was making a movie, and that ain't against the law.